Local parliamentarians hearing from the business sector. Another candidate enters the race for leader of the PLP. A young man shot and killed over the weekend.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ricardo Lightborn. It's great to have you with us here tonight. Well, the members of the business community taking part in the open dialogue with local members of parliament, actually discussing issues that they say are harmful to the local business sector. Well, it was the first in a series of meetings with small business sector, as government actually now seeks to, in turn, hear their concerns and bring about some economic stability here in Grand Bahama. But as Sabrina Brown reports tonight, not everyone who showed up for the forum was accommodated.
A large number of small business owners showed up at the Harold de Gregory complex for the meeting with parliamentarians. However, only a small group was allowed inside the building. Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, says those who could not be accommodated at the first meeting will have an opportunity to voice their concerns.
The whole idea of the meeting was for us to have small groups of business persons so that we could really get into good detail and to be able to speak to them on a one-on-one basis. It is a series of meetings that will take place. So those persons we know who were unable to be accommodated, we will make sure that they are accommodated at our next series of meetings. This is just the start.
Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Michael Pintard, says the meeting was very productive as they were able to discuss a myriad of issues. Among the pressing concerns, the ease of doing business in Grand Bahama.
We are going to do everything possible to make sure we do not handicap but facilitate business development in Grand Bahama. Toward that end, Minister Thompson, through the Office of the Prime Minister and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, will be launching a number of youth enterprise initiatives as well as initiatives that would assist older business persons, and more than $350,000 would be made available in grants over the course of the next 2.5 months, and we're excited about the opportunities we're going to create in Grand Bahama.
Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Iram Lewis, says the plan is to create opportunities within communities throughout the island.
Part of my focus was on the development of a balanced Grand Bahama, taking our focus not outside of the city of Freeport, creating opportunities for Grand Bahamians and empowering them in smaller communities like West End, like Pinders Point, 8 Mile Rock, Lewis Yard, Hunters, Marktown, Williamstown, etc., where there is the potential for us to be owners of businesses so that we will not only rely on the city of Freeport.
Minister Thompson is once again giving the assurance that the issue with operations at the Customs Department is being addressed.
We are confident that that issue with respect to customs, that they will find a solution that will assist those small business persons in Freeport.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, tonight, a representative from the business community is giving his take on Friday night's meeting. Let's go to Italia Hall for that.
Local entrepreneur Darren Cooper has been leading the charge for small businesses on Grand Bahama. He was a part of that meeting with local parliamentarians. He says there were a number of topics discussed, including the government's plan to revitalize the island of Grand Bahama, the Lucayan Strip, and attractions. But he says the hot topic was the way business owners are being treated by the Customs Department.
The persons who spoke on Friday night was persons who were not a part of our first meeting, and these were new business owners who went through the turmoil, the harassment, the setback, and the delays of being able to provide their products to customers. And so this is indeed still a vexing issue in Grand Bahama.
The business owner says he spoke with the Deputy Prime Minister, K. Peter Turnquest, over the weekend, and he was told that the government is committed to working with the business owners. But he adds that to date there are still some major challenges.
Officers, after a 2-hour inspection on a trailer, is saying to business owners that you now have to pay $50 per hour per officer to be able to get your goods released. You cannot continue to add additional taxes. For instance, And for whatever reason it may have been, Bahamas, the warehouse 5 at the Freeport Harbor was closed at 3 o'clock. Goods were said at 3 o'clock we will stop released.
When was this?
This was Friday past. When that warehouse closed on Friday, it's closed until Monday. So I'm losing Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon sales that I could possibly make money.
But not all of the small business owners were able to be a part of that meeting. Many could be seen standing outside. Cooper says the meeting was called by local parliamentarians, and he was surprised to know that there were a number of persons who did not gain entry into the room.
I did not know why they were denied access or what was the reasons behind it, but I learned about it whilst they were on the outside, and rather shocked. There was an invite went out for the business community, and so because of the issues that we are faced with as business community, in the business community, you would think that the government, one, would realize that people are going to come out and they're going to come out in droves, or two, they didn't expect people to come out.
He says it is important for all small business owners to unite.
If this matter as it relates to Bahamas Customs is not corrected, we're going to lose some business owners. We're going to lose some employments. We're going to lose some of the things that have carried us for some time, because this situation, it's not just impacting a handful of us. It's impacting Grand Bahama. Persons are making the comments that they are even afraid to travel, to even shop, because they're not sure what they're going to buck when they get in.
It's Talia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Now, the government is also attempting to actually redefine Grand Bahama's standing, and not just as an industrial capital of the Bahamas, but as an IT leader as well. A special initiative will be launched to promote this agenda. Talia Hall fills us in.
The launch of the Grand Bahama Tech Summit is all a part of the government's mission to make Grand Bahama the technology hub of the Bahamas. The theme, making Grand Bahama the gateway to innovation and technology. The Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, says this event will seek to create an environment where local entrepreneurs will be able to flourish alongside companies abroad.
We're going to be reviewing the information technology industry. And we're going to be seeing how we can make this a reality as a third pillar of our economy. I believe we should be rebranding Grand Bahama for industry and innovation. And so we're going to be talking about that. We also will be connecting local entrepreneurs with international industry representatives.
A number of organizations are partnering with the Office of the Prime Minister as well. Those organizations include the University of the Bahamas, Alive, and the Grand Bahama Port Authority.
An opportunity like this particular summit is a challenge to the university to see how it can grow and respond to the needs and the future directions the marketplace will take.
Anything that deals with technology, we always want to be part of. The event promises to connect entrepreneurs to industry leaders, thus creating opportunities and access to resources and knowledge, not just in Grand Bahama, but across the globe.
The information and communications technology sector is one of the fastest growing sectors in the world, employing millions and millions of people, creating new jobs on a regular basis, and it's also helping to drive innovation and development. And that's one of the reasons why we have been focused on developing an ICT sector over the past few years.
The Grand Bahama Island Tourism Board is also a part of the event and will play an integral role during the registration process. The Executive Vice President, Rambert Albury, says visitors will be able to book and secure their air and hotel accommodations on their website, grandbahamavacations.com.
It is our aim during the booking process to inspire attendees to not only come for the summit, but to learn more about Grand Bahama and its offerings, thus allowing them the opportunity to either arrive early or to stay later to explore Grand Bahama.
The Minister of State also announced the launch of the Blue Marlin Challenge, which seeks to encourage tech entrepreneurs. Funding will be provided for a technology company startup. He's asking residents to submit their business plans to the Office of the Prime Minister.
We want you to submit them by the 30th of October. What will happen is, once we receive all of the business plans, we will have industry experts, some who are taking part in the summit, who will review these business plans, and the top prize winner will receive a startup grant for their tech business. The business will also receive a 1-year waiver of business license fee courtesy of the Grand Bahama Port Authority.
Now, for more information, you can visit www.grandbahamatechsummit.com. The summit will take place on November 9th and 10th at the Grand Lucayan Resort. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Italia Hall.
And in other news tonight, the police on Grand Bahama investigating the circumstances surrounding a fatal shooting in the Freeport area over the weekend. A man was discovered and multiple gunshot wounds and injury to the head and the body in a vacant property in the vicinity of Whitehall Avenue and also Frobisher Drive on Saturday night. Assistant Commissioner of Police Clarence Reckley spoke to the media at the scene.
Sometime shortly after 9 p.m. this evening, we received a call at Police Control Room, a reference to a lifeless body. As a result, several units was dispatched here and confirmed the report. We found a lifeless body of a male just behind me in the grounds of the abandoned apartment complex.
Well, Reckley is also appealing to the public for any assistance in solving this latest murder.
There was a concerned citizen who reported the lifeless body, and we don't know a motive at this time. We're early in the investigation, and I take this opportunity to ask anyone who might have any information that can assist in advancing this investigation to contact us so that we can try and bring some closure to this matter.
Now, police officials are also seeking an assistance from the public as they continue to investigate into the shooting of another male, this time in the area of the International Bazaar. Police say they discovered a 26-year-old male suffering from multiple gunshot injury to the body. He was taken to the Ram Memorial Hospital where he was actually detained and is in serious condition. Well, an update now as we go for the search for the missing Texas couple, Forrester and Donna Sanko, who have been actually missing since September 26th. The couple left North Eleuthera on the 26th on board a blue and white Cessna aircraft en route to Rumkey, but they were never made it there to that destination. On Friday, a pilot involved in the aerial search of an aircraft in the waters off North Eleuthera, but the aircraft was actually the Sankos have not been found. Well, the couple's niece, that is Teresa Simmons, giving us an update. Texas Simmons says that the Royal Bahamas Police Force will not go back out and search again until the family finds more concrete evidence. As a result of this, United States Coast Guard will not go and check out unless they're requested to do so by the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Simmons says for now the family will have to use a private company to continue their search efforts, but it is appealing to the general public for assistance to actually find the missing couple. More news coming for you in just a break.